Some of these kids were amazed that when the Corps of Engineers dammed up the middle fork of the Kentucky River, they flooded a little old community. And so when we were there and the kids were discussing that, they were really amazed that you could lose your home completely, that it could go away. And in our kind of in our interviews with the story circles and stuff with these kids, obviously home is a huge deal. Because when we said, where do you want to go? Where would you like to be right now? Mainly because it was freezing cold. A bunch of them said, I want to be home. I would like to be home. So the idea of your home, as one of the guys said, washing away, is something that's really, unfortunately, very poignant and relevant. So that's the reason we built this, I built this landscape. So we'll have a permanent place here that these birds that these kids make will have a permanent place that, as one of the students said, will never wash away.
And some of these students, their home has washed away in one sense or another. Several of them have mentioned that they've been homeless for portions of their life. Several of them, they don't have any living relative that could take them back, and several of them have living relatives that are incarcerated or abusive or for various reasons are not a suitable place for them to be. A lot of these kids move from one placement to another and don't really have a sense of home or a sense of place or a sense of community, and I feel like that this school works really hard to try to create that sense of community for them while they're here, and that we're trying to add to that, trying to strengthen it with that idea of having a permanent presence.
This is the Appalachian Children's Home. It's a place where boys that have gotten, and girls that have got into a little bit of trouble or have nowhere to go or something like that, or is in foster care and in between foster homes and is just trying to find a place for them, things like that. This is a place where they would go.
We're basically in the hills. It's a beautiful place, and I understand that this place is here to help kids. It's the Appalachian Children's Home.
Basically like a home for people who never had one.
One of the project is that the mountain is something that we're making with the birds is something that can never get washed away. So I think that's the reason why y'all here, put an impact on our lives that can't be washed away.
I like the nature outside. I love sitting on my front porch at home, just watching the birds fly around, listening to the sound and stuff, peaceful.
Singing, talking, loving. All three connect like a Moscow standing out.
Strength, love, grace, passion, energy, and companionship, all like a hummingbird. I picked the hummingbird because it reminds me of the traits I have.
Adam and family that I care and love for. Me, smart, pretty, caring, loving, watching like a swan that has beauty, elegance, and grace, sweet.
Phoenix, beautiful, red, flaming, surviving, vanishing. When it dies, it comes back in a flaming ball blazing.
Strength, wisdom, spiritual, rising, watching, hunting, like an eagle flying high, diving down.
Hawk, fly high, stay strong, and fly in the wind.
I chose a song sparrow, which is I find it really interesting because like not a lot of birds sit there and sing or whatever they do. It seems cool to sit there all day, do one thing that you like the most. The title of it's Let's Sing a Song by me. I'm a song sparrow and brown, white, beautiful, amazing, like no other, and like an angel.
Swan, elegant, beautiful, gliding, resting, gleaming, like a memory that never fades, precious.
Title is Heavenly Protector. I chose a thunderbird, brown, black, grown, gleaming, honey, like a visitor from heaven to protect us. Honor.
This is a phoenix, dark red, burning, rising, flying, like a bonfire in the night, immortal.
My poem's called The All-Seeing Owl. It says, owls, camouflage, stealthy, watching, observing, waiting, like a hunter studying its prey before it attacks, wise.
Made of gold, hawk, brave like a man who takes a bullet, white like an angel sent from heaven. They are fearless and never need a weapon. Mortal weapon.
We Cardinals are brave. We Cardinals show love. Whoever need love, we Cardinals give hugs.
For the soldiers, eagle, majestic, courageous, snatching, hunting, wandering, searching for wisdom and freedom and honor.
My future boyfriend, handsome, smart, compassionate, caring, calm, like a peacock strut that is known as his knowledge forever.
Beautiful, forever young, rising, soaring, lifting, like a sparrow that brings hope, feisty.
Me, adventurous, maternal, journeying, diving, descending, like a swallow protecting the souls of the dead.
Mystery, knowledge, truth, what's to know? Multiple personalities. Who is it? Tell me. Who?
Majestic, lark, beauty, spiritualism. Dawn, good fortune, great opportunities, like the liberty of a citizen.
Survival, mythical, blood red, fighting, rising, and living, like a phoenix flying from the ashes and following the circle of life. Determined.
Music, making music, healing others, singing, just like a song sparrow, bam boy.
We're an owl. We, wise, dangerous, watching, rising, swooping, like an owl, a harbinger of death.
Hawk, like a hawk, swooping down to protect its honor, like a hawk soaring through the big blue sky.
Thunderman, big, colorful, swimming, gliding, protecting, like honor, valor, nobility, and dominance from another place of freedom.
Cardinals, bright red, bring soft, beautiful melody in the winter. Hope.
Sister, black plumage, diving, flapping, and flying, like a raven that I protect, emotional,
like a pair of eagles flying on the wind.
Living paradise. Me. Beautiful, elegant. Moving, ascending, journeying, like a bird of paradise that is full of elegance. Memorable.
The kids in the future get to see that it ain't all about being not wanted or troubled, that you can have a little fun